Chelsea! Chelsea! Chelsea!
Сборная команда Швеции, Team Sweden, please welcome to the house. Приглашается сборная команда Чехии, Team Czech Republic, please welcome to the house. Наш судья назначенный Международной Федерацией хоккея. Главные судьи Даниил Петрович, Максим Сидоренко. Линейные судьи Фрейзер Макута, Александр Ахматов. Referees of the game, Daniel Pavchik, Maxim Sudorенко, Linesman, Fraser Makuta, Alexander Ахматов. All signed by the International Ice Hockey Federation. Стартовые составы играющих команд. They start the lineup. Команда Чехии, Team Czech Republic, вратарь, Левол, номер 39, номер 43, Павел Француз. Защитники, all defense, номер 5, номер 5, Якуб Ячадек, номер 47, номер 37, Михаил Юрган. Нападающие, forwards, номер 88, номер 88, Давид Пастерняк. Номер 14, номер 43, Томаш Михайлов. Номер 10, номер 10, Роман Чуренко. Starting session scoring by Švédci. They're starting on that 14th Sweden. Wratár, Evidol, number 25, number 25, Jakub Pavston. Защитники, all defense, number 29, number 29, Henrik Gustafsson, number 30, number 5, Alan Larsson.
Czech Republic and Sweden, each team with 5 points in this championship. Russia 6 points. Russia has played one more game than these two teams.
Opportunity for one of these teams to take over the top spot in the A pool. And for Sweden, they're coming off a win over Denmark. Czech Republic coming over a shootout win over Latvia. Both these teams had to go to extra time to beat Latvia. And you look at the last 4 games, time these teams have met, Sweden has come victorious. 2 of them by shootout. One of those was last year.
It'll be Markstrom as we look at Thomas Plekanec, who had a couple of goals in the last game the Czech Republic has played. Jacob Markstrom will get the starting goal for Sweden, and Pavel Francouz will get the start in goal for the Czech Republic. We touched on this earlier, the fact that it was Dominic Virch that pitched the shutout against Russia. Cervenka drops it back for Plekanec as this one is underway. And Jerabek will chase this back into his own zone. Jerabek for David Pastrnak, chops it out at center. Jimmy Eriksson there for Sweden. And it's sent in by Michael Backlund on the backhand. Backlund coming off the 2-goal game. Johan Franzen with David Pastrnak. Pastrnak steals. David Pastrnak throws that out front. And it ends up on the far side boards, and a penalty coming to the Czech Republic.
That was a good stick by Johan Franzen, the defenseman of Sweden, in front. And right after that, it's going to be a hooking call. And I think it's Jan Kovac is going to head to the penalty box. An early penalty as Omark's going for the puck. Looks like stick on stick, but the hooking call is made. So for March, his team gets an early opportunity in the power play while head coach of the Czech Republic, Vladimir Vutek, will look to his penalty kill.
Sweden had an excellent power play day yesterday against Denmark with 3 power play tallies.
Denmark's been the team that's put themselves in a lot of penalty trouble in this tournament.
Riikola comes back at the line for Erik Gustafsson. Gustafsson gets that return pass, feeds it for Wenberg. Wenberg's shot went wide. Rosen started the comeback for Sweden yesterday with an even strength goal, and then the power play took over, and away they went.
4 for 12 in the tournament, Sweden. And penalty kill for the Czech Republic has been good. They've killed 6 of 7.
Rosen sends it back into the slot. Gustav Nyquist tried to get that shot through. Maybe one too many moves.
Well, they want to get a lot of shots, and it's strange. Sweden has been the team that's not afraid to put it in net. They had 44 shots against Latvia, 42 against Denver, so 2 games averaging 43 shots. Markstrom will watch this carefully as Peter Kukal was in on the forecheck for the Czech Republic. Linus Omark, 3 assists in the game yesterday against Denmark. Gives chase, comes up with it. Knocked off his stick, Backlund is after it. Backlund gets pressured, Jimmy Eriksson. Back for Michael Backlund. Power play for Sweden. Backlund plays give and go with Sundstrom. Sundstrom back at the line. Nygren back for Sundstrom. Quick shot, never got to the net. Eriksson back for Sundstrom. Michael Backlund takes the pass. Tries to set something up, gets it for Omar. Into the slot, Nygren. He had a power play goal yesterday. He can fire it. And the Czech Republic successful on the penalty kill. Well, he got all of that one, and he did a good job. He had to get it over the Czech player that went for the block, but it was a little too high. It was well over the net. Linus Klassen, by the way, not in the lineup for Sweden. Blocked that shot yesterday. Took it from his own players. Adam Larsson let a shot go from the point and caught the foot of Klassen and was able to finish that game, but not able to play tonight. Plekanec for David Pastrnak, back for Plekanec. Shot kicked away by Markstrom. Kondratic is back for the Czech Republic. Kondratic feeds it over on the right side, trying to get Pastrnak in full flight. Larsson on the loose puck, and he'll send this out at center. Broken up there by Kempney. But Riikola brings it right back in. A return pass. Riikola, quick shot. As that ended up on his stick, and he shot it wide. Sundstrom in the corner, gets pinned to the corner boards. Plekanec trying to work it free. Comes loose. Rosen tried to slip that through for Sundstrom. And the Czech Republic will take over. Bit of a strange play there as Riedel of Sweden. A good chance right in the slot off a quick turnover. Felipe doesn't get this deep in the Sweden zone on the first try. On the second attempt, Michael Berner will dump this in behind the Swedish net. And Erik Gustafsson
as the pass comes cross ice to Patrick Celine in his first game for Sweden.
Just added to the team. Nashville draft pick back in 2010. Played last year in Swedish Elite League.
Van Koos has to snap this up the boards as Celine was coming in from the backside. Franzen for Gustafsson. His shot way wide. Kasper. That pass goes awry. Kept in at the line by Johan Franzen. Now he turns it over to Kasper. Kasper sends it ahead. Odd man rush. Jeremic is in. And this is going to be called offside.
And I think this was a real good call right at the blue line. Bad play by Johan Franzen. He creates the turnover, and you can see a real good call by the linesman at the far side. Jeremic was coming over. Teammate just could not hang on to that blue line. Tried to stride it out as the defenseman Jeremic joins the rush to create that odd man chance. But fortunately, an offside for the Czech Republic.
Dudera back into his own zone for Rippick, and Rippick will send this into the Sweden end of the ice. Sweden with a 2-1 win over Latvia, 5-2 win over Denmark. Czech Republic a 3-0 win over Russia, and a 4-3 shootout win over Latvia. At the blue line no further, as Linus Omark fed that across. Felipe back in for the Czech Republic. Felipe throws it through some traffic, and Markstrom picked that up late, but it went wide, blocker side.
Might have been a good thing. It was a late reaction as he finally picked that up through the players in front.
Kempney, rink wide for Plekanec. Misses him with the pass, but Plekanec gets there to avoid the icing. Kondratic trying to hold that in at the line, can't. And it's back out at center ice where John Norman will take it. Scoreless here, opening period, Czech Republic and Sweden. Sweden looking for that first goal. Norman's long shot wide. Eriksson in from the line. He'll play it down for Matthias Sjögren. Sjögren turned it over, and here comes Pasternak wide. Cervenka goes to the front of the net, couldn't get that pass. Jordan plays it around the boards, taken by Cervenka. Cervenka being watched by Gustafsson. Back at the line, Jeremic. Down for David Pasternak of the Boston Bruins. In from the line, Jeremic, as he took that feed from Kovac. Jeremic pinned to the corner boards by Gustafsson, throws it to the front of the net. And Ripik, who had that big goal for the Czech Republic late to get them a win in that shootout, couldn't handle that one in tight.
Well, it was a little bit of a rolling puck for him. The rebound right in front of Markstrom. Too many men, 6 Czech players on the ice. They will get a penalty.
Sweden to the power play when we come back.
Czech Republic, they couldn't even try and hide. This wasn't off a late change. They flat out had 6 guys on the ice. No reason to argue at all as Vladimir Gutek may look for explanation from his players. And Sweden gets their second power play of this game.
Omar for Nygren. Back for Linus Omark. Omark sends this down low. Power play for Sweden. Backlund, short side shot. Save made Van Coos. And he'll hang on.
Well, Backlund not afraid to shoot the puck. 10 shots last game for Backlund against Denver. He's able to pick up a couple goals. And Omark's just going to give him the puck. He's going to roll off the wall. Has the lane to the net. Looking for some room on that high blocker side is Frank Coos, who catches with the right, able to get up against the post to make the save.
Frank Coos plays in the KHL with Chelyabinsk. Held in at the line by Nygren. Eriksson sends it around for Sundstrom. Sundstrom pinned to the corner boards by Kempny. Back around for Linus Omark. He got spilled by Kovac. Omark stays with it. Gets it for Eriksson. Back for Omark. At the blue line, Nygren. Blast, and that's blocked by Kovac. And that's Smarts.
A big block right there. Not easy when you put your skate out.
Omark throws it to the front of the net. Jimmy Eriksson tried to get a stick on it, could not. And back down the ice for Felipe. And Markstrom will play it up the boards for Sweden. So this power play having a little bit of difficulty getting going for Sweden.
Well, especially after it was so successful against Denmark, but that's good penalty kill here from the Czech Republic early on.
Ritola stopped there by Plekanec. Gustav Nyquist plays it back for Eric Gustafsson. He'll send it back for Nyquist. Takes the return feed. Gustav Nyquist back to the line for Eriksson. Played it to the right point, but there was nobody there. Cervenka pulls up shorthanded. Cervenka then a bit of a grab there by Rosen. And Ritola. He'll find Wenberg. Back to the line for Gustafsson. Shot, score!
And change directions right in front. I'm not sure if Robert Rosen got a stick on it or not, but it's just this quick little shot. Sweden not able to get much going at all on this power play, but it might indeed be Robert Rosen who opened up the scoring for them against Denmark. It's a good play by Wenberg. Just drive it deep, stops up to the point, and Gustafsson doesn't think about it, just sends it to the net. And we'll see, is that a high stick? Well, it looks like it's below. Very close as Rosen with the tip, and it goes in past Frank Coos. They will take a look at this. So for second game in a row, we're going to have a goal reviewed. As a lengthy one on a goal by Russia last game. This is the right play by Gustafsson after a nice job by Wenberg driving it deep.
That's close.
It looks below. To me, it looks like this is a good goal, but I will admit I've been wrong before.
And again, the call on the ice was a goal. So it would have to be conclusive to overrule, and I don't think that that is conclusive, although we thought the same thing this afternoon too.
Well, for Robert Rosen, and this is first World Championship, well, it's quick decision, so maybe we are correct on this call.
Yep.
And Robert Rosen has his second of the tournament and a goal in back-to-back games now as he goes to the front of the net off a real good play by Eric Gustafsson. Just getting that to the net. Doesn't have to be hard for the windup. He had the lane. Quick little wrist shot towards, and a nice deflection by Rosen.
So Sweden gets on the scoreboard first. Kondratic sends this through the middle of the ice, off the stick into the Swedish zone. Kovac throwing that to the front of the net. That got cleared away and right back up the ice. Sjogren will chase this down into the Czech Republic zone. Getting there first was Kovac. And he'll play it back for Kempny. Michael Kempny will send this back into the Swedish zone. Ripik is on it. Jerabek on the backhand, tried to get that down low, could not. Eriksson will leave it for Michael Backlund. Kempny, by the way, led Czech Republic in ice time against Latvia, 24 minutes and 24 seconds. Pass to the front of the net, redirected. Gustafsson holds it in at the line. Plays it for Linus Ullmark. Ullmark trying to find some room there against the checking of Michael Berner. And now Linus Ullmark is injured right in front of the Czech Republic bench.
Sure, he took a high stick or a high hit to the head as kind of a collision with a couple of the Czech players. And
he goes to the bench holding the back of his head, is getting some attention on the Swedish bench. Turned over. Wenberg drops it back for Celine. Celine takes it wide. Off the back post is Gustav Nyquist. Nyquist now tracks this puck down. Gets squeezed to the backboards. Puck gets chopped loose though. Wenberg. As the puck stays along the boards and now finally cleared out. And Filippi will get it out to center ice. Filippi to the line. Dishes it off. Quick shot there by Jurasek. And that went wide. Adam Larsson plays it into his corner, in the corner in his own zone, and now has to chase it and sends it out at center ice.
Jurasek had some real good opportunities for Czech Republic last game, just couldn't find the back of the net.
Kondratik ahead for Plekanec. Doesn't get it deep, and Kondratik will get it again at center ice. Kondratik for Pasternak, and he'll send it in. Markstrom plays it around the boards, stopped at the line. Bit of a knuckler from Kondratik, never got to the net. And Sundstrom is on it for Sweden. Plays it through for John Rosen. Kondratik gets back there first. Tight turns, lost control of it though, and Sundstrom plays it around for Riitola. He'll let it go to the point for Johan Franzen, but Franzen couldn't handle it. And Gustafsson will carry it back in. Gustafsson against Kempny. And Kempny knocks it loose. And here comes Berner. Berner for David Pasternak. Save, rebound. Markstrom a couple saves. Puck still loose. Berner back to the blue line. Jordan has trouble with it.
Couple of good plays and big saves by Markstrom as an initial shot by Pasternak, but Berner driving through the middle had a good chance on the rebound.
Repik in on the attack. Short side, sharp angle, and Markstrom will make the save and hang on to it. Power play goal has Sweden up by 1.
We saw Linus Ullmark go slow to the bench, holding his head. Czech Republic may have gotten away with one. A bit of a high hit. Tried to duck under a hit. High, so uncalled, but Sweden was able to pick it up, and I believe it was Lucas Kasper who had the high hit on Ullmark, but that said, no call, and Sweden up 1-0. They already scored on the power play.
They've had 2 power play chances in this game. Finland up on the United States 2-0. Koivu and Pilstrom, your goal scorers for Finland. Trying to hold that in at the line was Zahorna. Sweden, odd man rush. Gorman sends it to that backside, and Lundgren with the chance.
Great opportunity for Sweden here. Odd man rush, it's a turnover. Great play by Joker, just gonna send it up. Nice speed, Norman over, and way high. It's a little too much. Martin Lundberg looking for some room. Here's a look at that play. Kaspar comes up and kind of catches Omar a little bit high. He was slow to go to the bench, but he remains in the game, so a good sign for Sweden.
He was getting it from the Czech Republic bench. He was down right in front of their bench. Wasn't getting a lot of sympathy.
Oh no, Jurasek and Rito are having conversation off the draw as they're both looking to get set on the wing.
Jurasek in on the backhand, kicked away by Markstrom. Jurasek gives chase, back at the line, that is held in. And Gustafsson will leave it there. Rosen for Franzen. Franzen will play this deep. No icing on the play. And send up the boards. Gustafsson trying to hold this in, can't. He'll backtrack. Filippi back into his own end. Kempney circles. Omark in pursuit, so he's back on the ice for Sweden. Jimmy Eriksson breaks that up, tries to send Omark in, and this is going to be icing against Sweden.
Omark just looking to get behind, had 3 assists in that game versus Denmark, and when you watch the Swedish power play, he's the guy that really works that half wall kind of up to the point and down. Crafty player is Omark, second year in the KHL. Played in Kufa. He led the team in scoring with 57 points. He does have 79 NHL games originally. An Edmonton Oilers draft pick back in 2007. Played some games with Edmonton and Buffalo.
Eriksson and Plekanec for this face-off. Plekanec gets waved out, and Alexander Omakov, the Russian linesman, and now we're going to have a penalty.
Thomas Plekanec, I believe, is going to get the penalty here.
Or is it Eriksson?
Eriksson? I don't know who's getting the call. Wow.
Maxim Senarenko, the Belarus referee. And there's the linesman. Alexander Odmakov of Russia, who doesn't seem to want to drop the puck.
We've seen that a lot. So Eriksson's asking the same question you did. Trying to anticipate the puck drop. So first power play for the Czech Republic.
It is Eriksson that got the penalty, or Sweden anyway, for 2 false faceoffs. Kasper back for Jerabek. Jerabek being watched by Lundberg. Back for Jerabek. Gustafsson rather, and he'll chop that off the glass and back to the Czech Republic line where Jerabek will go after him. It is a delay of game penalty against Sweden. Cervenka. Kasper in front of a net. Cervenka in a battle there with Larson. Pasternak trying to dig it free. David Pasternak, Cervenka back for Pasternak. Plekanec has to chase this down. Plekanec, Johan Franzen keeps an eye on him. Franzen blocks that shot, and it's back for Plekanec. Jerabek plays give and go with Plekanec. Now for Kasper, back up top, rebound and deflection, and a good left pad save made by Markstrom.
That's just a much better save. He makes it look easy, but
here's a chance shorthanded for Jimmy Eriksson. And off the arm of Fran Kuz.
Saves at both ends of the ice. It starts with a big one by Markstrom with the left pad as Jerabek sends us a deflection in front and just reactionary. The left pad comes out as Plekanec changes it, and a great chance. Backlink to Eriksson, and it's a blocker save by Fran Kuz. So a huge chance for Sweden to grab a 2-0 lead, and both goaltenders making saves.
USA on the board, 2-1 Finland. Power play continues here for the Czech Republic. Repik is after it. Cross ice pass controlled. Felipe plays it back to the line, looking for Kempny. And now Kempny's going to have to hustle back as he's getting chased there by Norman. Little one-touch pass. Felipe carries in for Berner. Berner plays this down for Kovac. Back for Berner. Power play is over. Kempny falls, and almost a breakaway for Sweden. Here comes Wenberg, and that's off the right-handed catching glove of Francouz.
No one could get a hold of that puck. Czech Republic very close to another too many men call.
Close enough that it probably should have been called, but it wasn't. Wenberg sends this down low. After it's Zahorna. Celine after him, and Celine comes up with it. In behind for Nyquist. Left point, Gustafsson ripped it wide. Nygren jumps in, keeps it in the Czech Republic zone. Trying to clear it, Kondratik could not. Nyquist back for Celine and back for Gustav Nyquist. And he never did get a real good handle on it.
Well, for Patrick Celine, first game here with the team, the injury to Linus Klassen. Celine comes into the lineup and a little give and go with him and Nyquist as he's trying to throw this to the net. And a little bit of a rolling puck is off the skates of the defenseman Kondratik of the Czech Republic. And a little help there as Budera just gives it back to his goaltender Francouz to cover up.
Under 3, opening period. Power play goal by Sweden from Rosen, Robert Rosen. No room up the left side, and Jordan will circle back, and Czech Republic will try it all over again. Franzen for Gustafsson. The long pass ends up on the stick of Linus Omark, and he'll chip it in. Jerevik is back for it for the Czech Republic. Dances his way past a couple of Swedish players. Kukal drops it back for Jordan. Michael Jordan takes it around the net, gets rocked to the backboards there by Adam Larsson. Jerevik, rink wide, Jordan, sharp angle, and not sure that got to the net.
I think Backlund was able to come in and block that shot.
Right back in for Jurasek. Tried to cut to the inside on Larsson. Nothing doing there except... I think Larsson's getting a penalty, and Jacob Markstrom may have given the referee an earful.
Well, Sweden has to be careful. They didn't like the original call. They don't like this one. And Adam Larsson, it was a poke check as Jurasek tries to come in. His stick's there. He just follows through and then kind of gets tangled up as Jurasek skates into it, falls down, and Larsson will head to the penalty box. So the Czech Republic gets the late penalty power play here in period number 1.
Buchanitz. And now they call the Czech Republic for early movement. So now they have to be careful. One more false start, and it will be a penalty to the Czech Republic. Face-off win for the Czech Republic. They're all right. Pasternak, sharp angle shot, blocked, rebound, off a stick. Buchanitz lets the shot go, and that got blocked.
Great recovery by the defenseman, Erik Gustafsson. Number 29, Erik Gustafsson. The puck makes its way over to Buchanitz, and Gustafsson just gets over. A little bit of a toe save by the defenseman as he catches his left skate and goes up and out of play.
Officiating at the World Championship has always been something that
It's an adventure.
has been questioned. But what has changed over the past few years is the linesmen have become far more involved in a negative way. Backlund tries to work that up the boards. As the power play for the Czech Republic continues and cleared down the ice by Sweden, and David Pasternak will go back and regroup.
That was a big penalty kill for Sweden. They've had a strong period of play. Had their chances to extend their lead. Try to get out of this first 20 with the lead.
That didn't work. They'll have to regroup. Simic sends it back. Burner with the wrist shot, save made by Markstrom. Norman chops it up the boards, kept in at the line. Burner plays this down low for Kovac. Kovac up top for Simic, back for Kovac, looking for Riebeck. Simic's on it. Markstrom down, and they bang away at it. Burner with a couple of chances. Riebeck dishes it off, shot by Kempney, and Markstrom picks that up high and hangs on to it.
Oh, Markstrom very good on this power play for the Czech Republic. Some good saves. He's a big guy. He's 6'6", so play big. Down on his knees, great job up against the post, tracking that puck, making sure it's wide. He goes down, covers a lot of that net. You see those pads squeezed together, no room.
Gustafsson plays it to the line. Riebeck missed it, short-handed. Lundgren hits to the net, takes the pass, scores! Short-handed goal by Martin Lundberg.
Sweden's had their odd man rushes. They had a 2-on-1 last penalty kill, and it was Eriksson who couldn't get it past Francouz, and this time Martin Lundberg with a great move to finish it off. The play happens at the point. Riebeck, it just bounces over his stick. Sjogren's going to pick it up, and just a great feed over to Lundberg, who goes to the backhand and beats Pavel Francouz. And that's a big goal for Sweden with 8 seconds left here. Still short-handed, but that is a big, big goal.
There's the reaction from the coaching staff and the bench. 63-year-old Per Marks, the longtime coach of Sweden. And that comes late in the period, which is something you never want to give up, let alone a shorty.
No, you don't want to give up those goals, especially when you're on the power play. It's a little bit of bad luck. Riebeck's looking to make the play. The puck just kind of takes a little turn and bounces over his blade, but a great pass by Sjogren, and an even better finish as Lundberg makes sure he puts that in the net.
So Czech Republic will have 15 seconds on a power play to start the second period.
Well, it's special teams that have Sweden ahead. Their power play chips in for one, and their penalty kill late grabs another.
2-0 Sweden, 20 minutes done.
This is the decisive second. The second moment. The point of no return. This is where you meet yourself. This is where a new adventure begins. This is the moment. This is your time. Tisu.
Хоккей – это спорт, где все относятся к своему делу по-особенному. И болельщики, и хоккеисты. Здесь каждый старается изо всех сил и укладывается полностью. Поэтому мы поддерживаем чемпионат мира по хоккею уже много лет. И вкладываемся в тех, кто вкладывается. Райфайзенбанк. Разница в отношениях.
Федерация хоккея. Главные судьи Даниил Петарчик, Максим
Наша поддержка, наша победа – это наша игра, это наш хоккей, и это у нас Ингустар, официальный партнер чемпионата мира по хоккею 2016 года.
big saves from Jacob Markstrom. Brancouz, the busier of the two netminders. Power play goal, shorthanded goal, and Sweden's up by 2.
Well, they were Markstrom certainly big when his team was shorthanded late in that period, making some saves to keep the 1-0 lead. Then a late shorthanded goal with 8 seconds left for Sweden. And they'll start this period just with a shorthanded situation as the Czech Republic have a power play.
15 seconds left in the minor penalty. Plekanec, who was 3-0 in the face-off department in that first period. Jerabek, who was well over 7 minutes of ice time in the opening period, hammers this in. And Markstrom will play this around the boards. Pasternak is after it. Jerabek to the far side, in for Cervenka. Cervenka will let this go for Plekanec. Power play is over. Plekanec plays it back for Cervenka at the line for Jordan. He couldn't handle it. Sends it cross ice to Jerabek. Jerabek floats it all the way across for Cervenka. Cervenka stopped at the line. And Jordan will go back and set it up for the Czech Republic. Dangerous pass in front of his own net. One-touch pass ahead for Repik. Repik sends it in, trying to get that to the front of the net with Kovac. Berner's after it. He'll leave it for Kovac. He'll play it for Repik. Repik at the line. There's a slap shot from Kolash, and a good save by Markstrom.
Well, Kolash with the shot. Markstrom's done a real good job just looking through the traffic in front, searching through bodies, finding that puck, and then the rebound control. Good job as the lane to the net. Berner's right there. Kind of steps out of the way, allows Markstrom to see that shot as Kolash fires one right into the Sweden crest.
Czech Republic will get a couple of days off after this game. Thursday against Norway is their next action. Sweden takes on Kazakhstan on Wednesday. Of course, all 64 games of this championship on TSN. Blast by Larson, that got blocked as Zahorna got in front of it. Omar back at the line for Johan Franzen, back for Linus Omar, back for Johan Franzen, and another block for Zahorna. Now he'll carry it in and shoot it deep into the Swedish zone. Jurasek trying to go after it. Michael Backlund grabs it.
Oh, nice breakout by Adam Larson. Just patience with the puck. Backlund finds that nice little soft area there down low to support.
Jurasek comes cross ice. Tries to knife this deep into the Swedish zone. Doesn't quite get to the goal line. And Sweden with Gustav Nyquist turning it right back up the ice. Jordan to the backboards with Celine. Blind pass out front by Gustav Nyquist gets picked off. Jurasek plays it ahead. Jordan sends it to the far side boards, and trying to get it back out front was Felipe. And it deflects where Nygren will play it for Fantenberg. Back for Nyquist. Stepping up on Nyquist was Kolash. Missed him, but the puck does get deep into the Czech Republic zone. Jerabek right back out there. Alexander Wenberg up with the loose puck, plays it back for Larson. Larson couldn't keep it in as David Pasternak was pressuring him. Kolash. Jerabek. And up in center for Pasternak. Finds Plekanec. Plekanec forced to the outside by Larson, and Larson blocked the centering pass. Comes to Cervenka, and a big save by Markstrom.
Sweden was in good defensive position, and just somehow that made it its way through, and Cervenka was off that far side, but Markstrom with another good save.
Rosen and Kondratic go to the corner. Riitola after the loose puck for Sweden. Back to the blue line it goes. Fantenberg comes near side. Gustafsson plays it deep. Taken by Sundstrom. Back for Gustafsson. And Brancouz will take that in the midsection and hold.
Well, Roman Cervenka, a good chance. Here's the play in front. You can see there's 4 Swedish players that gets through. Cervenka looking for some room. He had a little bit up top over that left shoulder. of Markstrom, but can't get the puck elevated quickly enough. And Cervenka, who played last year in the Czech League, led the league. Year before, played for SKA St. Pete's, part of the Gagarin Cup winning team.
Johan Franzen, redirect there by John Norman. Norman throws it back to the crease area, and Fran Cruz will hang on to it. And now we have some unpleasantries.
Well, good job by Kolash in front and just being strong on the stick defensive position on Lundberg, who was parked in front of Fran Cruz. He's trying to center that puck is Norman as he comes. See the positioning by Kolash is protecting his goaltender. Cool, I thought they little shoves back and forth in front of the net.
Czech Republic against Latvia had a 2-0 lead after the first. Saw it evaporate, and then they needed a late goal from Ripik with 59 seconds left, and that forced extra time, and that game went to a shootout. Sweden went to a shootout for overtime in its opening game, and Gustav Nyquist with the overtime winner.
Also against Latvia.
That was the opener of the tournament.
Sweden's gotten better. We're talking about Russia, who played the Czechs in the first game and fell 3-0. They've gotten better every game, and Sweden has as well.
Some of the too many men on the ice we've seen, is that from a lot of these players just not playing together very much?
Some of that is, and some of it, you see a lot of it in this tournament. The linesmen call a lot of those, so if it's a little bit light or someone's slow going to the bench, the call will be made. The one we saw here, though, was tough to argue, and someone last game that should have been called. There's some that get called, some that don't, but knowing the lines maybe helps a little bit.
Slap shot from Zahorna whistles wide. Rebound Karam's all the way back. Wenberg is on it. Gustav Nyquist couldn't get a stick on it, and Nygren, who can blast it, drilled it from the line but missed the net.
It's a real big shot, that right-handed shot by Nygren. Had a goal last game against Denmark that he flew past the goaltender.
25-year-old was a Montreal pick in 2011. Celine trying to center it. That got tipped away by Jarabek. Kasper plays this out at center. And unable to get a stick on that was Kusal. Zahorna plays it to the front of the net, steered away, and a shot from that left side. And that ricochets, and no one really is too sure where this puck is.
Well, blocked by Wenberg on the far side, and it goes right out of play. Here's a blast by Nygren. We mentioned Klassen at the lineup, took a shot from Adam Larsson last game, his teammate. Gustav Nyquist showing the vertical. He's able to get out of the way, and he knows he's a little lucky, a little fortunate that he's able to jump that high to avoid contact from that Nygren blast.
That's pretty impressive elevation.
Not bad in a pair of skates.
Kempney tried to get that to the front of the net. It got blocked. Hit in the corner there, and on the loose puck is Gustafsson. Sends it cross ice, and Larsson will send this back into the Czech Republic zone. Snapped off the boards by Dudera. Karam's to the far side. Felipe lost his footing, maintained control though. It comes back to the line. Dudera shot wide, dumped at the side of the net with Jurasek. Jurasek on the loose puck. Gets in a battle there with Gustafsson. Plekanec is on it. Kempney plays it back in behind the net. Jurasek tried to redirect that to the side of the net. Larsson cleared it. Cervenka's on the loose puck. Cervenka in front of the net. And Jurasek the shot.
Might have hit the post, Jurasek.
Another chance. That's blocked by Larsson. Plekanec. So some pressure here from the Czech Republic. Cervenka back to the line. The shot by Kempney off a leg and wide. Plekanec. He'll send it in for Jarabek. Waiting on the near side is David Pasternak. There's the shot, scores! Cervenka to Pasternak to the back of the net.
The big goal, some pressure by the Czech Republic, and what a feed by Cervenka from behind the net. Sweden had been out there for an extended shift defending, and they caught maybe standing a little too still. But Cervenka head up, and Pasternak's just going to change the side. And right as Rosen moves his stick from defensive position, Cervenka puts it to the stick of Pasternak, who makes no mistake. He just chips it off the left shoulder and in past Markstrom. And they have cut into the lead. It is just a one-goal game now as Czechs are on the board.
Broken stick off the face-off. So we've got a game. Czech Republic looking for more, and Markstrom has to make a big save off of Werner. 2-1 in the second period. Sweden still with the lead.
Right after the Czech Republic scored, Michael Werner with a great opportunity off a turnover. Well, the Czech fans are able to celebrate in this game. Every game, both teams represented well. This one a little closer now. Period number 2. David Pasternak, the Boston Bruins player, able to get his country on the board.
And that is his first World Championship goal. And this is first World Championship. Werner, who had that last chance, gets another shot at Markstrom, and Markstrom makes another save. Definitely a little more jump in the stride of the Czech Republic right now. Good hit in the corner as Lundberg got taken into the sidewall hard. In on the forecheck is Norman. Down low, Kovac will track this down. Plays it back for Kolash, for Ripik. And deflected in by Ripik at center, and back for it. First in on the puck is Zohorna, trying to center it. And the Czech Republic right back on the attack. Kasper gets some help there. Kusal trying to center it. Kusal still on it, twisting and turning, trying to get away from Nygren. Backlund is on it. Michael Backlund looking for Jimmy Eriksson. Stolen by Zohorna. Ahead for Kasper. Zohorna heads to the front of the net. And Kondratik lets the blast go, and that missed the net.
Didn't miss by much. Good job by the defenseman, Kondratik, jumping into the play.
Kasper back to Kondratik. That shot off the leg. Kasper's after it. Sharp angle chance. Markstrom the save. And finally, Jimmy Eriksson will gain control for Sweden and sends it ahead to Michael Backlund. Backlund gets a bump on the near side from Jordan. Linus Omar had it chopped away from him. And the long lead pass through center. Jurasek couldn't get a stick on it. And the temperature of this game has picked up a little bit.
Certainly has. Backlund went for a big hit on the far wall before his change and went awkwardly into the boards.
Almost a gift there for Celine on that turnover. Kempney gets to center, sends it in. And Markstrom has made some good saves here in this period to keep his team up by 1. Wenberg plays it for Larson, for Gustafsson, and back for Wenberg. Beyond his reach, and Kempney is after it. Kempney taken down there by Wenberg. Wenberg back for Sundstrom, too far for him. and chopped out of harm's way by Dudera. And this is going to be an icing call against the Czech Republic.
Cervenka had that great feed to Pasternak. Real good job to see. Rosen's watching the man behind, and then Pasternak, a great play, just slides to the other side. He's on one post, slides to the other. And a great pass and a great finish. Markstrom, some words for the ref after that.
He's had a few conversations with the officials. I think one he doesn't like, and the other one he tells him why he doesn't like the other one. They're out at center ice and Gustafsson back.
Oh, that's the best strategy.
Vandenberg sends it ahead. Rosen throws that to the front of the net, looking for Sundstrom. Pasternak, who has the Czech Republic goal, delayed offside as Cervenka was in ahead of the play. And now the lead pass for Rosen. Rosen and Kempny. Eriksson down low to try and help out Rosen. McCann's down there to help out as well. Eriksson comes up with it, and then Berner intercepts the pass. Kempny sends Repik away. Markstrom kicks that to the corner. And Larson turns out of his own zone. And Eriksson will just deflect this out at center. Gustafsson back for Larson. Omark tried to send that back, looking for Michael Backlund, and it ends up all the way back in the Swedish zone. Now there's the late pass. Larson to Backlund, drops it back. There's the shot and another save by Francouz off of Lundberg.
And another good play by Kolash as Backlund was looking for that rebound, a good stick check.
Zahorna, who's had a very good hockey game for the Czech Republic. Now he gets buried into the backboards by Nygren. Gets up, stays on the puck. Kasper for Zahorna, turns, fires, and that got blocked. And this gets sent down the ice and will have enough to get across the icing line.
Well, just enough as Nygren's going to clear the zone. We spent a lot more time this period in the defensive zone. Head coach Per March trying to get his club going. They looked better in the first period, and Vladimir Gutek, his team looks better in the second period as they're finally able to score.
Vladimir Ruzicka was the coach this team. There was a late coaching change. It was never, ever a smooth road for Coach Ruzicka. There's always some controversy that seemed to surround the Czech Republic squad. Finally, a decision was made, and Vladimir Wojtek takes over. Jurasek with the wrist shot wide. Verdon in from the point, throws it to the short side, and Jacob Markstrom grabs it, and here we go.
Well, it's Jurasek that's parked right in front of Markstrom.
So the linesman intervened and nothing more will happen, and we'll step aside.
Well, we're back at the game here, and it's turned into a close battle between these two teams. Talking about top spot up for grabs in the A pool between Sweden and the Czech Republic. Whoever wins this game will head in tomorrow at the top, although Russia has an opportunity. They have a couple days off, so a couple days to wait. Still have that big game between Sweden and Russia, which is the last game next Tuesday.
Face-off win by the Czech Republic. Kondratic plays it back, kept in by Pasternak. And now grabbed off, and Wenberg tries to spring Nyquist. Nyquist into the corner, puck comes loose. Jammed right back out at center, now a race for it. Cervenka goes after it, Gustafsson gets there first and played around the boards. Again, 2 Eric Gustafssons in this game. The one that currently plays for Chicago and the one that spent some time in Philadelphia. Bohanitz throws it behind the net for Michael Berner. Berner at the line. There comes a screen shot. It got blocked before it got to the net as Dudera let it fly. Kovac back for Kempny. Kempny finds Repick. That's off the left arm of Markstrom. And now no call on the play as Kondratic had his stick chopped in half.
Sweden a little out of sorts right now in the defensive zone.
Repick back for Jurabek. Score! Redirect by Kovac.
Great play by Jurabek, the defenseman. Head up, shot pass, and a great deflection in front by Kovac. And the Czech Republic, you could feel it coming. The pressure they had, they just continue to keep the puck. And Sweden, no one picks up Kovac, and a great deflection, just perfect into that top corner. There's Jurabek. Look at that head up. Great shot pass, great deflection, and it is a 2-2 game.
Terrific deflection, great hands.
We might have a timeout here. Karmart not happy with what he's seen from his stopper. Just a chance here to settle them down.
Kovac was a member of a line with Sergei Mozyakin and Denis Zarapov in the KHL 13-14 season. Won the championship under Mike Keenan. So that was a very high offensive line.
Well, you can see why. That's just great skill there. Some sweet hands on that deflection. I like both the plays. The heads up, shot pass, and oh, that is just a fantastic tip. Czechs have been all over Sweden here, so a timeout for Sweden. Try and rally their troops as they watch a 2-goal lead disappear. The Czech fans will celebrate.
Jurabek has been impressive.
He's had an excellent game. He was leading all people in ice time, and his Czech team after that first period was 7:55.
He'll turn 25 later this week. Past 7 seasons in Pleasant of the Czech League. Czech Republic is looking for more. Zahorna maybe been as noticeable in this game as anyone for the Czech Republic. He's blocked some shots, had some chances, he's been physical. Jurabek sends this ahead. Chance for Kasper, and that shot never got through. Riedela plays it back into his own zone and taken by Johan Franzen. Linus Omark. As we have a 2-2 tie. Jimmy Eriksson couldn't handle that pass. Jordan sends it ahead. Long pass for Jurasek. Jurasek drops it off. In on the rush was Simic. And back for Vandenberg for Eriksson. Long shot wide. Linus Omark after it, but taken and cleared out by Simic. Back in for Peter Kukal. Plays it back up top. Kempny unloads. a save there by Markstrom. Kempney again. That's knocked out of midair by Fantenberg and cleared by Eriksson. And they're going to call this a glove pass.
Swedes just running around. Their defensive zone was a lot more organized than period number one, as Michael Kempney had the last point shot for the Czech Republic. A blast from the point that Markstrom turns aside.
Give the coaches credits. We've seen quite a bit of that in this championship where they make adjustments between periods.
You have to adjust in game as you're seeing these teams for the first time, and you learn a little bit more each period.
Alexander Wenberg, the Columbus Blue Jackets, taken by Kempney. For Kondratik. Kondratik, that long lead pass. Pasternak tied up in behind the net, gets knocked down. Larson gets a bump. Pasternak comes out of it. He got taken down. He looked back at the referee, no call. And here comes Wenberg. Taken wide by Kondratik. Wenberg keeps on going. Kondratik finally knocked it off his stick, and Plekanec will play it back for Kempney. Kempney wasn't expecting it. And Gustav Nyquist jams it out front with Francouz. Will smother it.
Saw that last game with Francouz. He uses that blocker hand. He'll just reach down and pick up the puck. And Pasternak's going to complain now to the official. Him and Gustafsson were tied up in a battle behind the goal line in the Swedish zone. Mascot trying to rally everyone in the crowd.
Jarobek jams it free. Sharp angle chance. Francouz makes the save off Lundberg. Lundberg chips it back for Sjogren. Sjogren trying to send it back to the line, and Berner breaks it up. Kovac for Rippick. And Rippick will send it deep. Jacob Markstrom comes out, plays it away. At the line, kept in. Shot goes wide as Jarobek right back on the ice for the Czech Republic. Gustafsson will play it for Johan Franzen. Back for Gustafsson. Long lead pass, Sjogren. Redirect for Lundberg. Lundberg finds Norman. Norman drops it back. Sjogren got hooked on the play. And there is a penalty coming up on the opposite side. It's going to be a hooking call.
Well, Lundberg going to the net. He gets hauled down, and Robert Kuzel going to head to the penalty box. So Sweden's going to get a chance to try and get that lead back. They have one power play goal in this game. Good job by Lundberg just driving through that middle lane as Norman's trying to walk across the ice. Kuzel drags him down, and Sjogren got hooked up, but they only call the one. Czech Republic to the penalty kill.
3:22 left in the middle stanza, so we saw a late first period shorthanded tally from Sweden. Maybe the Czech Republic will get the opportunity to repay the favor as Sweden goes to the man advantage. Fourth power play of the game. Third power play correction of the game for Sweden. Jimmy Eriksson will leave it for Nygren. Back for Eriksson. Trying to go back to Nygren, and that got deflected away by Thomas Plekanec. And Michael Backlund, who had a couple of power play goals last night in the Swedish win, tries to work his way into the Czech Republic zone. Can't. Right now, the Czech Republic just putting 4 across the line.
Well, and Sweden's trying to do it individually. You can't. You have to come up with speed and support.
23-13, the shots favoring the Czech Republic.
Been a tough period for Sweden. There's 5 shots so far.
Rosen sends it around the boards for Wenberg. Got away from him. Here comes Berner. Berner pulls up, lets it go, scores! Berner.
You called it. Berner had an empty netter in the game against Russia. Said they'll repay with a shorthanded goal late. That's exactly what they do. Michael Berner absolutely rips this shot. But good hustle up the ice. Is driving the middle lane. Sets the D-man back. Wenberg loses the puck along the wall. And Berner, good speed up the ice. Outweights the slide from Gustafsson. Comes to the middle and he goes bar down. Are they looking to see if that went across the line?
Well, it dinged off the net cam, and the net cam is in the net, so shouldn't take too long to review this one.
Well, Michael Berner, that is just a great shot up and over Markstrom. And 3 unanswered from the Czech Republic here in the second period. Markstrom has been very busy at the other side of the ice. It's been a slow period for Francouz. Look as Wenberg mishandles the puck. Good speed by Berner. Defenseman Gustafsson goes down a little bit too early. Because of that allows Berner just to cut back, get a better shot angle. It's a good goal.
So Michael Berner has the Czech Republic in the lead.
Couple minutes. Sweden still 39 seconds on the power play to try and get it back.
So each team with a shorthanded goal in this game. Wenberg drops it back for Gustav Nyquist. And Nyquist will carry in on Sweden's power play. Back on the line, Gustafsson. Around for Rosen. Rosen plays it back for Wenberg and then gets it back. Rosen looking for a lane, fires, good save by Francouz, scramble, and it's clear to the corner. On the puck is Zahorna to play it down the ice.
Toll on that far side had a good chance. He goes back to the bench. He's going to get a new stick.
Power play is over. Omar trying to find his way to the front. Backlund is there. Off his stick. Backlund with a hit on the near corner on Kondratic. And Francouz will smother it.
Rita with a real good play. Rosen patient, just gets this to the net, the rebound. And again, Kolaj comes to the front in front. Nyquist had a chance at it. So bodies everywhere. Sweden, a little bit of a late opportunity as that power play wound down.
The Cannons and Backlund have probably done that one a few times in their NHL careers and probably a bunch of times in their international careers as well. Pasternak couldn't control it. Linus Omar. As we're into the final minute of the second frame, 3 unanswered goals by the Czech Republic. Gustafsson or Omar. Sharp angle, Eriksson whipped that one over top the net. Larson holds it in, takes a jolt from Cervenka. And off the glass, and Pasternak waits for it, stopped by Gustafsson. And back for Adam Larson. Larson with Pasternak after him. Gustafsson snaps this in, off the stick of Norman. Lundberg is after it, but taken by Jordan. Jordan gets stopped. Sjogren is on it. Time running out for Sweden. Back to the line it comes, and that shot is blocked. And the period comes to an end.
Well, Sweden's turn now to look to find a little more energy as the Czech Republic with a great second frame, able to score 3 goals and come back from down 2. Now it's Sweden's turn to come back from down 1.
2 assists for Yerbik, goal and an assist for Burner, and Per Martz looks over the score sheet. He's down by 1. 1 period to go, maybe a little bit more. 3-2 in favor of the Czech Republic.
Well, we've certainly seen our extra time here so far in the tournament, and Sweden's going to need to be much better here in period number 3 than they were in that second one if they want to have a chance to get back. It's just a little bit out of control on their own end. And they need to shoot the puck a little bit more, getting outshot badly, 24-15.
Thomas Buchanitz, who just lost that faceoff, that's his first loss of the night. He was 8-0 coming into the third period. So we'll see if there's a little more jump to Sweden's game. Lundberg carries in, drops it back. Norman plays it to the front of the net. Jordan, who's over 7 minutes of ice time in that second period for the Czech Republic. And this is deflected, and Markstrom will come out and leave it for Johan Franzen. Franzen pulls away. Lead pass. This misses everyone. It was intended for Michael Backlund.
Well, they're trying to find Backlund, who leads Sweden in ice time, 14 minutes and 31 seconds. But Vladimir Vucek, whatever adjustments he made after period 1, they give up a power play goal and a penalty kill, a shorthanded goal. They were down 2-0, able to come back, and now it's up to Per March, the coach of Sweden, to make the adjustments on his team here in period 3.
Tomorrow's action here, Switzerland against Denmark, Kazakhstan against Norway, and as much as this game is a battle for the top of the standings, we're now getting into some of those games. There's going to be a 4th team needed for those quarterfinals. There's lots of teams that are in the running.
Well, there's a lot of teams that want to make it to the quarterfinals, some teams that have never been there, and for a lot of them, just getting to that point is a huge accomplishment.
It certainly looks as though Czech Republic, Sweden, Russia, in whatever order it ends up, should be the 3 top teams out of this A pool. Back in for Kolash, plays it ahead. Kovac carries in. Berner goes in after it. It was Berner's shorthanded goal late in the second period that has given the Czech Republic the 1-goal lead. And offside called against the Czech Republic. Berner was in ahead of the play.
Kovac had a goal in that period 2 on a beautiful redirect off a nice play by the defenseman Jarabek. Swedish fans looking for something a little more to cheer about here. As they were happy after 1 and not so after 2 periods.
USA has pulled even with Finland 2-2 over in St. Petersburg.
Not a good night to have a 2-0 lead.
No.
Glove pass here as the whistle goes.
Wenberg wins that draw. Vandenberg will slam this in. Nygren never did get to him at the right point. Celine dumped his man at center ice. That was Kosel. And back for it, Nygren. Plays it up the left side boards. Vandenberg sends it rink wide. Gustav Nyquist lost his footing as he put the brakes on. Gets it for Wenberg. Wenberg tried to get that down for Celine. Celine still has it. Into the corner for Wenberg. And now Lucas Kasper will take it for the Czech Republic. His pass gets blocked. Nyquist is on it. Nyquist drops it for Larson. Larson to the front, and that one off Kasper's stick. Dangerous play there by Lucas Kasper. Put it over top his own net. Larson down to the goal line, looking for the redirect there from Gustafsson, who was in from the line. Zahorna. And with his teammates wanting a change, he'll just play it back and he'll head to the bench as well.
Well, heads up play, could have dumped it in, but instead just takes it back, keeps puck possession, and able to get fresh line on the ice.
Felipe after Adam Larson. Jurasek gets into the battle as well. Sent around the boards by Gustafsson. And Gudera will hustle back. Gudera for it, Felipe, and he'll flip it off the glass and out. Back in for Ritola. Pass through the middle, misses everyone. Plekanec goes in after it. Markstrom will play it away from Plekanec. Pasternak breaks it up for Plekanec. Back for David Pasternak. Taken to the backboards by Franzen. And Gustafsson puts it off the boards and out to center ice. Drop pass and quickly snapped out of harm's way by Semic. And Franzen dumps it right back out. Semic comes near side, and the Czech Republic back in on the attack.
Well, we saw in that first game against Russia, in which the Czech Republic shut them out. They played solid defensively in that game, didn't panic with the puck, really held on to that lead well.
Last from Kempny went wide. Franzen picks his way in, dishes it off, shot to the far side, and that didn't miss by a whole lot from Lundberg. Back into the Swedish zone. Fantenberg is after it. Drop pass. Sjogren is on his way to the bench. So Fantenberg will send it cross ice, and it gets dumped in. Kondratic plays it behind his own net, but that gets picked off. Eriksson to the front of the net, and Francouz with the save. Another shot, and that's off of the stick of Kempny and just wide. Some friendly fire on Francouz here.
He's had two of his own players redirect one right in front of him.
Sweden to the attack. And that centering pass off the back of the net. Jerabek plays it ahead. Zahorna tries to clear and does. No room for Robert Kusal. And then Fantenberg slides it across for Linus Olmark. Slap pass for Celine. In his first game, Patrick Celine with the injury to Linus Clausen. Scooped up the boards by Jerabek. Kusal drops it back. Jurasek takes it around the net, centers, and nobody there, and back for Celine. For Nyquist. Nyquist back for Celine, and he couldn't get a stick on it.
A little end-to-end action.
Off the referee, and almost a break there for Alexander Wenberg.
Well, there's two Czech players at the other end that just couldn't get a stick on that centering feed by Jurasek.
Gustafsson and Jerabek are in a, or Nyquist and Jerabek are in a long-range discussion. Here comes Sundstrom. As Gustav Nyquist felt that he was roughed up illegally in front of the Czech Republic net. Pasternak slips it through for Cervenka. Cervenka pulls up, looking for Plekanec or Pasternak. Pasternak at the side, he was in a little too deep. And now cleared, and Sundstrom goes after it, but Kempny will hustle across for the Czech Republic. Kovac will play this in. Markstrom plays it up the boards. Berner is there to stop it. Gets it for Repick. Repick for Kovac. Back at the left point, Kempny. And Repick with the quick shot way wide. It was Repick's goal with 59 seconds left that tied the game up against Latvia. Shot by Repick, blocked it away there by Markstrom.
All right, a little bit chance on that one to try and extend the lead as Markstrom makes the save.
Sweden making a line change. Jerabek is back. And this will be icing against the Czech Republic.
Kempny has a nice rush up the ice by Franzen. A nice feed off to the side. Quick shot. Just wide in at the other end. Kondratic with the turnover. Eriksson, a great read. The veteran comes out. Francouz does a good job getting that pad down. There's the chance. Jurasek feeds it out front, and it goes right past the stick of Peter Kukal. So chances of both ends of the ice, but it still remains a 3-2 Czech lead.
Quiet night for Michael Backlund after 10 shots on goal against Denmark last night.
Two of them finding the way in. And
Backlund out to take that face-off. Sweden down by 1. Larson in from the line. Larson trying to get it to the side of the net, does. And then as it was played back by Eriksson, it makes its way all the way down the ice. Back through center ice, Backlund. Long shot, and Francouz makes the save, and Järvenpää doesn't like the fact that the Swedish players got too close to his netminder. It's a one-goal game.
Chances as the Czech Republic 3-2 right now and trying to hang on to that lead. A little bit of defensive mode, but at the same time they've still been able to create chances. Matter of not just staying on your heels the whole time. Smart play, solid D.
Get ready, the wave is coming. And there it goes. 12-16, a one-goal game. 2-0 Sweden after 1, 3-2 Czech Republic after 40. Jirasek is stopped, and Wenberg looks for Celine, finds him. Celine had to get away from him. And back for Johan Franzen. Franzen plays it to the line, no further. Right back in. Jirasek, the shot, and a good save by Markstrom. Put back down low by Felipe. Big Jirasek behind the net in a battle there with Gustav Nyquist. Plays back to the line, Kondratic, and that shot got blocked by Wenberg. Here comes Nyquist. Kondratic closes in on him. Played around the board, Sweden was changing, and that allows the puck to get out to center ice. Plekanec for Kondratic for Kempny. Kempny up the middle looking back for Plekanec. Ricochets for Cervenka. Pasternak in the corner, watched by Larson. Pasternak plays it, but it will be grabbed off and carried out by Erik Gustafsson. Omark from center floats it in. Eriksson goes after it for Backlund. Backlund put it behind the net. Omar couldn't handle it, and back up for Plekanec. Nygren starts the attack. Sjogren put it in. Järvenpää puts it right back out.
Czech Republic just content now to float that puck, get it either deep into Sweden zone or push it back out into the neutral ice.
They maybe tried that a little too much in the game against Latvia. Ended up costing them. There's a deflection, and Francouz makes a good save on a redirect from Norman.
Norman does a good job just battling for position, strong on his stick as he gets position on Järvenpää. Francouz does a good job making the save. This is Jirasek the other way. He has had a ton of chances in this tournament. He has to find the back of the net as Markstrom goes down, but 6'6", a netminder. He's still covering a lot of that net.
Beard like that could get him in a NHL game with Brent Burns or Chris Thorburn or
looks like you're ready for the playoffs.
Joe Thornton. Norman back at the line. Nygren couldn't handle it. And Markstrom comes out and plays it away from Zohorna. Nygren's pass picked off. Zohorna lets the shot go, and Markstrom took a quick look behind him. And here we go again. Vandenberg and Zahorna.
Well, Zahorna just does a good job having his stick in proper lane. And it's an errant pass. Nygren looking for something. Real good read. Zahorna just has his stick in that pass lane. Nygren's got to make a quicker play or simpler one. And the turnover gets a shot. Maybe not exactly where he wants. For that high 5-hole, which is never there.
9:48 left in this one in 60 minutes of hockey. And as Shane mentioned, we have seen our share of extra time here at the Ice Palace. Czech Republic to the attack, and Filippi with the shot that's off the stick and out of play.
Czech Republic's done a good job being strong defensively, but at the same time, waiting and trying to take advantage of some mistakes. And Sweden's just going to start to press a little bit more here as the clock winds down. Per Marks is trying to talk to his players. The right plan that's going to be able to allow them to strike.
Trying to find someone in that jersey to get him one more goal here. There's a shot by Jurasek, and Markstrom got a piece of that. Jacob Markstrom has done his part. Centered up front for Jurasek again, as Filippi found him with that pass. And play is going to be whistled down. This was knocked down with a high stick.
Well, more chances for Jurasek. Talking about the opportunities he has had to score, not only in this game, but in the tournament. Great feed from behind the net. Sukal just in front. Jurasek the shot, and a nice blocker saved by Markstrom. Another one doesn't get all of that shot, but another save as Markstrom squares up to that puck. Not only both those saves pushing the rebounds to the corner.
Jurasek, the 24-year-old, was a CHL draft by Saginaw. Didn't play in the CHL in the 08-09 season.
In his first World Championship.
Pasternak drives this to the net. Short side saved by Markstrom. Wenberg ahead for Celine. Back for Wenberg. Tied up in the corner there with Plekanec. Cecil is on it, got away from him, and here comes Pasternak for Cervenka. Cervenka with the shot, Markstrom the save, the puck was loose, and Gustafsson got back to clear.
Czech Republic has had a lot of opportunities. That one almost squeaked its way through.
Cervenka backhand shot wide. Pasternak plays it to the corner, and Wenberg is on it. Larson. Cross ice, and Gustafsson plays it in center, but that's as far as that play gets. Simic plays it ahead, sent in by Kovac. In from the line, Kolash plays it around the boards. And right now, Kovac and Ripik and that line not letting Sweden getting going at all. Simic breaks it up, and now it's jammed loose by Rosen. Robert Rosen in on Kolash. Robert Rosen centers for Sundstrom, broken up. Riddela let the shot go, and that never got through. Off the glove of Berner, and cleared out at center ice. Vandenberg trying to steal from Cusal. And now under 7.5. And still Czech Republic by a goal.
Oh, this is the end. The Czech Republic want to play in Sweden's zone. Hang on to that puck. Just that possession in the offensive zone.
Battle there between Zahorna and Lundberg, and they take a couple of whacks at each other. Sjogren with some speed. Drops it back. Johan Franzen. Nice spinorama by Franzen. Franzen now in from the line. Tried to play it down low as he took the drop pass from Lundberg, but Turnover by the Czech Republic. Sjogren back for Franzen. Glove save, Francouz.
Sweden starting to push a little bit as they're looking for that equalizer. Nice play by Franzen. Francouz comes up with a big glove save. He's trying to backstop the Czech Republic here to their third win of this tournament.
Each team with a short-handed goal. Rosen and Lundberg. Lundberg's goal came late in the first. A shorty, 2-0 Sweden. And then Czech Republic started to come back. Cervenka with a nice feed for Pasternak. Kovac with a terrific redirect, a deflection. And then the short-handed goal by Michael Berner. And that's where we stand. It's been a scoreless third. Cervenka, sharp angle, that got steered away. Back through center for Jimmy Eriksson. Stopped at the line by Thomas Plekanec. Plekanec back in with Pasternak. He tried the one-timer off the heel of his stick. Backlund. We'll see plenty of him in the final 6 minutes. Backlund for Eriksson. Slap shot save. Eriksson for Omar. What a chance for Jimmy for Erik Gustafsson, and a good save. Backlund a blast, and another glove save.
Michael Jordan took a puck in the face and stayed on his feet. This is paying the price to block a shot. It goes off the stick, hits him in the face. Doesn't even go down. Stays right in the play. Credit to him as Omar trying to get that shot through to the net. What's called for Carolina Hurricane defenseman.
Ouch. Johan Franzen mishandled it at the line. Repick will play this back. Kolash plays it up the boards. Gustafsson tried to break it up. And a little head fake there by Markstrom. Wenberg. Franzen tried to stick handle through the middle of the ice, and no room as he ran into Repick. Shot score! Michael Berner has his second of the night.
Can't play the game on your own and try and do it all, and that's what happens to Franzen. He's going to try and dangle this through, and it's great coverage by Repick. He's going to create the turnover, and Berner, who had a beautiful short-handed goal with an absolute rocket of a wrist shot, scores another. Here's the play, Franzen trying to beat players one-on-one. Repick just gets in the way, and then Berner with a beautiful shot, pretty much the same area he scored before. There's the play by Repick, just gets the body on Franzen, creates the turnover. And I don't know if that caught the Swedish stick, but it goes right up over that left shoulder of Markstrom, and a two-goal lead here for the Czech Republic.
Nygren back for Vandenberg. It did look like it ticked off the stick. Back in for Norman, couldn't get a shot away. Vandenberg back for Nygren. Back for Vandenberg. Deflected in, a bouncer that Francouz had to be very careful with.
Well, Michael Berner, 2 goals and an assist tonight. And he has scored the last 2 for his team. He's been very good in this game. Had a chance earlier. And then this short-handed goal late in period 2 gave them the lead. And now a little bit of insurance in the third Another quick wrist shot to the top corner. It's been a good night for Berners. His team now enjoying the 2-goal lead. And for Markstrom, he will head to the bench. 5 minutes left.
Wow. Patrick Waugh to a coaching symposium over here.
There, Mark, with the early call. Maybe he just likes the fact that he has the offensive zone draw.
Well, there is that. Never know when you're going to get it back in that offensive zone, and nope, not a penalty. Wow. Bouncing puck out at center, stopped there by Nygren. There is a coaching symposium that is part of this. Stolen and a shot at the empty net. Linus Omark went back and played a little goal. Larson with no room. Czech Republic really on the offensive right now and preventing Sweden from getting anywhere. At the empty net, and that's off a glove and wide. Another shot at the empty net by Plekanec, and that's off the outside of the post, and Nygren has been shaken up.
Well, Nygren's slow to get up, and Czech Republic having trouble with the goalie out as Plekanec puts it off the side of the net. Here's the play with Nygren as Pasternak goes in and touches him with a high stick. Not sure how much contact was made. Not sure what that green dot means. Signals from the bench.
Yeah.
I think it means go.
Well, they've got 4:09 to go and get 2. Another coaching announcement in the National Hockey League today. Guy Boucher is the new head coach of the Ottawa Senators, and as Darren Dreger reported earlier, Mark Crawford will be named, or has been named, an associate coach. So 2 guys that were over in the Swiss League.
2 guys from the Swiss League, 2 experienced guys. So Ottawa making some interesting changes.
Franzen gets to the red line, sends it in, 3.5. 6 attackers for Sweden. Controlled by Backlund. Backlund for Gustafsson. Slap shot, Francouz makes the save. He's been good. And this will be an icing call. Face-off will come all the way back.
Well, Francouz has made some saves late. Shot from the point by Gustafsson, and it's through traffic. Gets just enough of that puck with his right arm to make the save. Sweden comes very close here to making it a 1-goal game.
Finland up on the United States now, 3-2. It is a 1-goal game in St. Petersburg, and we have a timeout being called by the Czech Republic. We talked about the coaching symposium that's always part of this World Championship. The other event that's part of this World Championship is the Hockey Hall of Fame IIHF inductees, and Pat Quinn will go in this year. Sergei Fedorov, Peter Bondra, Valery Kaminsky, Vili Peltonen, of course, Valery Kaminsky, a member of the Triple Gold Club. So Per Martz sees his team down by a couple.
Well, that's the crowd, and the veteran captain for Sweden trying to get him going. Jimmy Eriksson, he opened up the scoring in this tournament for Sweden with a goal in the first game. Lots of time, 3:18 on the clock here for Sweden, but they do need 2.
Sweden with 5 points. And now all of a sudden we look at tomorrow's action. Sweden is off tomorrow. Denmark has 3 points. So a win for Denmark tomorrow against Switzerland, and they could jump Sweden in the standings. It's been interesting the start of this tournament over on this side. There has been some surprises. Gustav Nyquist lets the shot go. That was blocked by Kolash. Riedela after it. Law on the boards, plays it behind the net, looking for Linus Omark. Scooped away from him. Omar plays it back, and a great defensive play there by Simic. And down at the empty net, and another icing call.
Well, real good play by Simic defensively. Sweden's getting their opportunities here, but good job collapsing, protecting that house area right in front of your goaltender. Not allowing Sweden much room.
Buchanan, who's been very good in the face-off department tonight. And he'll take this draw against Eriksson. And again, early movement. We've already seen a penalty off the face-off call earlier tonight. David Pasternak first on the puck. He got knocked down by Adam Larsson. That brought a reaction from the Swedish fans at the empty net. And Pasternak, I'm not sure he was expecting that pass.
Well, I tried to take it off the skate to the stick, but a little too much heat on it. Now we're Czech Republic almost getting caught in a tough change.
Well, lots of reaction from the Swedish bench on that change. Omar sends it in. Francouz, he's going to go for the empty net. It's wide, but it won't go for icing as Berner is first on the loose puck. Back at the line, and this will make its way out at center ice. And now play whistle down, offside, and they're going to call this an intentional offside, and the faceoff is going to come all the way back.
I don't know why that was an intentional offside. It hit a Swedish player. And that's what the Czech Republic, Spacek, the former NHL defenseman, is looking for an explanation on the bench.
Saw the replay of the too many men on the ice that Sweden was all upset about, and there were 6 red jerseys on the ice, but Sundstrom is out for Sweden to try and win this draw as they need puck possession. Backlund sends it to the goal line, gets it back from Lundberg. Johan Franzen plays it for Backlund. Shot deflected. Francouz the save. Sharp angle try for Sundstrom, and Francouz stopped that. Jammed out by Lucas Kasper. Zahorna tried to get it all the way down the ice, could not. Now Zahorna falls. Would have had a shot at the empty cage.
I think that empty net has made the Czechs a little nervous.
Sent in deep, and after it is Jordan. Plays it around the boards. Michael Backlund plays it, tried to get it back to the line. Kasper breaks it up, and this goes off someone at the Czech Republic bench. And we'll get a stoppage in play. Welcome those who have been watching Finland and the United States. We have a 2-goal game here, and it's been an interesting one. Dennis Bayak, Shane 90 with you at the Ice Palace in Moscow. Sweden had a 2-0 lead after 1. Czech Republic with 3 unanswered in the second, and they've added another here in the third. Michael Berner with a couple of goals.
Well, he scored the last 2, a shorthanded one late in 2 to put him up 3-2, and some insurance late in this third period with about 5 minutes left.
Been 6 attackers for Sweden for about the last 4.5, 5 minutes of this third period, but Sweden has been unable to score, and Czech Republic has been unable to score in the empty net. And the netminder, Francouz, moments ago fired one at the empty net, missed it, and debated about it right there.
Well, and you can see the Czech Republic fans jumping. We saw a lot of this last year as the tournament was in Ostrava, and the fans there would jump to celebrate, and you could almost feel the whole building shake at times. They're looking at getting their third victory of this tournament, will put them in first place in the A pool.
Probably can take from that this building maybe is constructed differently than the one in Ostrava, because you're right. When the fans got jumping, that whole building was moving. Shot, Francouz down, wasn't sure where the rebound was. Back at the line for Nygren. Nygren sends it cross ice. Put in deep by Larson, around for Linus Omark. Dying seconds of this one. Nygren another shot from the line, and Francouz another save. Now cleared out at center ice. And at the empty net, and this will go wide as well, and Berner goes after it, looking for his hat trick. And Larson will come up with it, but Sweden will run out of time. Sharp angle chance there for Riikola. Larson, another shot, another save for Francouz. And the Czech Republic, with 4 unanswered goals, win it 4-2.
Well, not only have they beat Sweden, they open up to beat Russia. This team looks like they're for real, and a strong performance here. They didn't get down when they were behind a couple, come back, play really well. The only thing they didn't do was score a goal with the empty net for about 5 minutes, which you don't see much, but a strong performance. Another team win here for the Czech Republic.
So, Sweden suffers its first loss, and the Czech Republic has the lead in the A pool.
Дамы и господа, официальный спонсор чемпионата мира по хоккею в США 2016 года IIHF International учредила специальные призы лучшим игрокам каждой команды. Ladies and gentlemen, the official sponsor of the 2016 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship, Raiffeisenbank International set the special prizes for the most valuable players of each team. Призы вручает почетный член Совета Международной Федерации Хоккея господин Эрнест Аньянчич. The prizes are presented by the International Ice Hockey Federation Life member Mr. Ernest Anyanchich. Итак, лучшими игроками сегодняшнего матча признаны в команде Швеции номер 29 Эрик Густавсон. The most valuable player for Sweden tonight, number 29, Erik Gustafsson. И лучшим игроком в составе сборной команды Чехии признан Михал Бирнер, номер 16. And the most valuable player tonight for the Czech Republic, number 16, Michal Birner. Дамы и господа, в честь команды-победительницы звучит государственный гимн Чешской Республики. Ladies and gentlemen, in honor to the team winner, please rise up for the national anthem of Czech Republic. Дамы и господа, хорошо концу четвертый игровой день чемпионата мира по хоккею 2016 года. Мы благодарим вас за поддержку и напоминаем вам, что завтра, 10 мая, первая игра наших молодцев состоится в 16 часов 15 минут. Встречаются команды Швейцарии и Дании. Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth competition day on the World Championship is over. Let me remind you that tomorrow on May 10th, the first game will start at 4:15 a.m. with between the national teams Switzerland and Denmark. Thank you very much for support. Take care and see you soon. Goodbye.
This is the decisive second. The second one, the point of no return. This is where you meet yourself. This is where a new adventure begins. This is the moment. This is your time. Tiso.
Хоккей – это спорт, где все относятся к своему делу по-особенному. И болельщики, и хоккеисты. Здесь каждый старается изо всех сил и выкладывается на поле. Поэтому мы поддерживаем чемпионат мира по хоккею уже много лет. И вкладываемся в тех, кто вкладывается. Райффайзенбанк. Разница в отношении.
Introducing the 2016 IIHF Act. Player statistics. Team statistics. Live updates. And introducing Hockey Cards. Your face, your team, your card. Share it with hockey fans across the world. From any smart device in your own language. The 2016 IIHF app, powered by Skoda.
Skoda. Simply clever.
Pirelli. I0.
Новая шина Pirelli i0 с уникальной технологией двойного шва Dual Stat. Отличное сцепление и положение на льду. Зимние шины Pirelli. Будь готов к русской зиме. Pirelli.
I0.
Intermission and